Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Trained by the Shinobi of the Past? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. And before continuing this, shout out to my boy Anime Boy 666 for suggesting me this idea. Now, before continuing this, man, I asked for some ideas, and you guys are sending me wild ideas. I mean, in front of me is my comment section that I'm looking at my phone while recording this video, and some of you guys want me to hold up. Oasis, I don't mean to disrespect you, but you want me to send Naruto to a corrupted reality of My Hero Academia universe and destroy it, and that doesn't stop right there. And then go to Ragnarok universe, the God of War Ragnarok that just came out, its universe, and help Kratos and his son. I mean, yeah, it is a nice idea, but it is way too much, man. It is going to be a complicated story to build a plot around. So yeah, that is, quite pretty tough. So I'm gonna put it quite back for me to, well, make, because it is just too much of a hassle. Two universes dealing with them all together. I tried this one time in the past and it did not work out like how I wanted to. So yeah, no, hate to you guys and your idea. It's just that some ideas, I'm a human too and I cannot make. They're beyond me, I guess. But that is my, I guess, mentality limit, or so you can say. I hope I can, overcome that and make that idea soon. So yeah, enough of my yippee and yeah, aside from that, if you like today's video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 5 years after the QB attack in Konohagakure no Sato. As we go towards in the middle of the village, in the middle of a street where people have surrounded in a circle and gathered. Shinobis, Konoichis, as well as civilians alike, men and women were there, and a person could be heard laughing maniacally as everyone was cheering him on in the middle. As the person then got up, as he was covered in blood, as he threw a limb in the air and burned it as well. Yes! Finally! I have avenged my parents! As everyone cheered, as it was none other than Shisui Uchiha, who has gone psychotic after, the traumatic event that happened 5 years ago, and on the day the QB was attacked. The QB attacked the village and destroyed a part of the clan compound in which his family lived. And today, he has finally gotten retribution for them, the one who murdered down his family, Naruto Uzumaki, aka the Demon Child. He has ripped out each one of his limbs, both arms, both legs, with a rusted kunai after melting it to a sharpened degree. As Naruto laid in his own pool of blood, his vision fading, his body looking lifeless, as everyone was chanting, calling him a hero and cheering for him, as Naruto did not even budge or move. He was just sitting there, lying there, lifelessly, as he closed his eyes. And suddenly, everyone's cheering came to a halt when a huge, enormous amount of chakra was released, and this chakra were the all-familiar chakra they knew from 5 years ago, the Cubi's chakra. The arms, legs grew back, but with completely covered orange chakra. The boy did not have any boyish feature now. The fox was released and now was at the Four Tails. I don't understand. I killed you! As the fox lunged at him and literally teared him to shreds, but he was managed to survive that, as everyone else there was teared down, as the fox then ran away after destroying a huge part of the village again with a Bijudama. As the Anbus then arrived at the scene, who were busy in the council meeting protecting the Kage, and took everyone under the custody and arrest, as Shisui, after being patched up, was brought into the council chamber on a stretcher. Why am I here? Am I not wounded, Hokage-sama? You know why you are here, and very well you know. Tell me, Shisui, why did you do that? What, Hokage-sama? To not be innocent, Shisui. You do know that what I am, talking about. You attacked Naruto Uzumaki, our Jinchuriki, and the Biju was released. I was doing this village a favor. And look what happens. The Biju is really released. That Biju was in a human skin. That was the Jinchuriki you killed, you fool, said Danzo Shimura, barging in as well in Hiruzen's talk, as Hiruzen was surprised by this. For many years I have tried to make a Jinchuriki emotionless, but when Mito-sama gave me the opportunity to do so when she was nearing death, I failed. As a part of Kyuubi's chakra was given to me, I failed. And since then, I agreed with her and her words alone, and took it to the heart that Jinchurikis must have emotions, and the Jinchuriki is central. What does this have to do with the conversation we're having? Well, the thing is that what we all have done is quite the opposite. We isolated him, gave Kyuubi every reason to take over him. It is quite logical, Hiruzen, when you think it like that. Even I and you are to blame. We all are. We tried to help him out in our own ways, but the civilian council, they were the ones who took the opportunity to have him under their wing. And it worked. The Biju is out now, and nobody can kill a Biju, you fucks. I told you that seal does not work like that. The seal was prepared by Shinigami-sama, but you wouldn't listen. But you, Shisui, you fell into their trap. I don't know, Hokage-sama. And they, alongside you, will all pay for what they and you have done. They are removed from from the council, and are sentenced for life imprisonment inside the none other than blood prison. And as for you, Shisui, you're stripped from your shinobi rights, and as well as any civilian rights. You are to be imprisoned in your room, and your legs and hands to be forever cut off, because they cannot be repaired. But they are. You will not be receiving the treatment. Tit for tat, call it. Karma really is a bitch, right? As Shisui was shocked, but what happened was true. As he looked at Fugaku, as Fugaku had said, "Don't look at me. You brought this on yourself. I tried to warn you. Fugaku-sama, please. Please. Itachi, he's not a concern of you no more." As after that, Shisui was never to be seen again. As the civilians were then taken to be sent off to the blood prison. You know that what you did was quite good, Hokage-sama. We wish that you have done it sooner. Sometimes I do wish as well I have done this sooner. Things would have been different. That is not the important thing right now. What is that is important? We should search for him. We do not know where the kid has went. We have to look for him. You are right, we have to. But where should we find him? Me and my clan can pick up the scent, maybe. That is not going to happen. Kakashi tried already with his Ninkens, but the scent died down where Naruto turned into Kyuubi. This is really, not going well, so what do you suggest we do? We still keep on searching, we cannot give up like that. We were already cowards for what we have done. Yes, you're right, said Inoichi, continuing on Tizumi's verse. As for Gaku and Hiyashinari as well. We must continue, Hokage-sama. We must find Naruto, Uzumaki, and Namikaze at all cost. And these people, they should be told the truth. That is what I told them. But they wouldn't budge. They wouldn't listen. And now look how things turn out to be. Minato, Kushina, everyone, I'm sorry, said Hiruzen as he closed his eyes. We will search for him. Search every inch of this village and land of fire. I do not care, even if you had to go far. While this was going on, the search for Naruto was on. We go towards the Kyuubi white figure that dashed away and reached far away because of his immense strength and speed and agility to a cave near Kumo, outside of the land of fire altogether, just in bare moments. It was a specialized cave, especially where the Kyuubi resided first. As the beast went inside, as it just lay down there and rested, and closed its eye. As we go inside, the mind skip to see that Naruto was floating there, and he was, regrowing his limbs, and both Kushina and Minato's soul were there near him and crying. We shouldn't have trusted them. We were such fools. I told you this wasn't a good plan, Minato. Look what happened to our son. Listen, both of you, stop nagging. I have brought us far away, and this is my sacred place where I haven't been for the past hundreds of years. Thank you, QB. Do not thank me, woman. I still hate you, but for what happened to your son, I'm willing to give you a chance because this place reminds me of how naive I was when I trusted humans in the beginning. This was my home at one time. What? Yes. So be grateful. But why did you help us if you... I hated you, Kushina, for what you have done, and you as well, Minato, for what you have done to your son. I never hated any innocent, and Naruto is innocent in this. He was never to blame. He was the one who was taking the blame for me. He was blamed for what I did. Those people, they are just plain stupid and ignorant. Quite funny, right? A demon showing compassion while the humans cannot show compassion to their own. And who is in need of them at that? As both of them look down, we are... I know that you are sorry. So what are we going to do now? He's in a comatose state. His soul is still lingering here because of his will to live on, to survive. I commend that, and I will be helping him. I will remain in this state, controlling over his body and resting here while I focus on repairing and regaining his limbs. You can do that? Obviously I can. That is why I'm saying this, woman. As after that, it took 3 months for QB to rebuild Naruto's each and every limb. And after the limbs were built, QB then turned towards them. Okay, everything is done now. All we have to do is wait for him and his soul to regain strength. 3 months more passed and Naruto was able to regain strength as he stirred awake, but not in any state. What shocked him was that he was in a lap of a woman as he was shocked instead of being happy. Who are you? I'm your mother, Naruto. Like that, I haven't heard that before. Who really are you? I'm your mother, Naruto. And I'm your father. Yondaime? Wait, who are you really? Yondaime is dead. And you? Are you ghosts? You can say like that, Naruto. So I really am dead, huh? I don't know. What did I do wrong all my life? It's alright, kid, said a huge Biju. You're not dead. As Naruto was terrified. It's alright. You do not need to be worried or scared of me. As Naruto calmed down for some reason. Oh, okay. I don't know why, but I see that I can trust you. That is good, Naruto. You can. What is going on here? What is this place? This is your mindscape, Naruto. What happened was real. I took you away. You see, the part of your parent's soul was trapped inside and it was triggered. And they're here to help you out. So tell me, Naruto, what do you want? I don't understand. Do you want to live your life away from all of this? Do you want them to make them pay for what they have done to you? Or do you just want to leave it at that? I want them to pay for what they have done, obviously. I do not want any other to go through what I have went through. I see. Quite good. And I will help you with that. How so? Minato asked. There is a way too. You see, long ago, when I was just a naive person, I went out to travel because of curiosity. And I encountered, guess who? Madara and Hashirama. Both in their prime when they were together and fighting and creating a village. And let's just say I was not happy when they wanted me to be their slave. And you know what? I swallowed them at one time. What did happen was that both of them were, well, bruised and their blood was leaving and seeping alongside their chakra, and I absorbed a lot of it, gaining both of their Kekkai's, and I have been carrying it around, never using it once. After that, I spayed them out and gave them a warning, and they dashed away. But later after that, you know what happened, and Madara, well, yes, we know. We don't need you to remind of those memories. And I still cannot believe that I allowed myself to fall into that. What do you mean? You see, Naruto, in my first encounter, I wasn't allowing myself to let guard down since it was my first encounter, but the next time I met, it was with Madara, and I still can't believe I allowed myself to fall for his genjutsu. And you know what happened after that. He controlled me and led me to the destruction of your village, which caused me my imprisonment in 2 generations. No, generations actually in Konoha. Well, you know what happened, right? Yes, we are sorry to remind you. It's enough. You do not need to worry about that. What's done is done. The thing is that, because of that, and all that I swallowed them, I have this ability to grant Naruto the abilities. But how is he going to learn them? Well, I'll tell you later about that. So yeah, because of that, I have the ability to grant someone the Genkai, mainly my Jinchuriki. So Naruto is the perfect fit for having both the Sharingan and the Genkai of Wood Release, Hashirama Senju himself. As both Kushina and Minato were surprised by this, even the first Hokage as well as Madara Uchiha, two most fierce shinobi at the time, were almost killed by the Kyuubi if he wanted to. I see. Thank you. It is not your decision, though, Minato. Naruto, Kyuubi said, turning towards Naruto as Naruto flinched, as Kyuubi's eyes softened. Listen, kid, I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to know. It is your life and your decision to make. Do you want revenge? I will help you. If you want to become strong, I will help you. Because I feel bad for what has happened to you in my name for the past 5 years since the day you were born and brought into this world. And if you want to live a normal life, I and nor these two will bother you, and you can go on and live your life away from this all because you're already far away. But one thing I'll make sure is that they cannot track you down. I want them to be punished for what they have done. I was their victim. I don't want anyone else to be theirs next. A good choice. And that is why I will help you. As after that, Naruto's body glowed for a moment, and suddenly he had one brown and one black streak of hair inside his blonde mop. As suddenly he closed his eyes and then opened them, he had Mangekyo Sharingan of Madara, as his eyes were bleeding out. What? What sort of Sharingan is this? This is the ultimate form of the Sharingan. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan that Madara had, because of his blood, as well as his chakra being absorbed by me. I was able to replicate it. And Naruto is the first official owner of this. And he can now wield the Genkai of Wood Release as well. But obviously he has to learn and master it first. But how is he going to do that? I have constructed their chakra, well, ghost like you two. And both of them will be here shortly, as both of them arrive there. Hashirama, what are you doing here? Said Madara as he arrived there. And Hashirama then said, Huh? Oh, Madara, it's you. As Madara then had a twitching eyebrow. Of course it's me. Who do you expect? Nobody? You're so dumb, Hashirama. Anyways, do you know where this is? I can tell you, gentlemen, where this is, said Kyuubi, as both of them got on guard. Please wait, first Hokage-sama. You as well, Madara-sama, said Minato, as both of them stopped and looked towards him. Who are you? I am Minato no Mikaze. I was the fourth Hokage of the village. Fourth Hokage? Huh. How much time has passed, actually? We do not know, unfortunately, but the times are not good, certainly. That is for sure, said Kushina. And Uzumaki, huh? Wait, aren't you the little Kushina girl? How do you know? Me and Mito went back to Zushio to visit her little cousin sister, who had a daughter. And I named you Kushina. I see. And who's this little one? Said Madara. He's our son Naruto. Now, before any of you questions that where this is the child's mindscape, and you two are the apparitions of your originals, like clones, here to teach this kids both about your Genkais and their powers. Why would we do that? Said Madara with narrowed eyes. And why would we listen to you, Kyuubi, who almost ate us? That is the reason I was able to make the apparitions. You two have been dead long ago. I see, said Madara, making sense now. So, is this really the kid's mindscape? Said Hashirama. Yes, it is. Don't you think it's kind of, don't need to be sounding rude and all, but bland? It is because of his experience in the village that you created. What do you mean? Madara said. Konoha was to be the set example of the perfect village where even everyone can have their own way of life. But it wasn't. It seems that your own students somehow disagree to this. You see, I'll show you his memories. And Naruto's 5 years memories were shown to them. And let's just say, them being shocked was just an understatement. They were outright disgusted and were furious by this. And you tell me that Hiruzen Saratobi, as well as Koharu and Homura and Danzo, mine and Tobirama's student, allowed this to happen? Yes, they allowed it. Not like they had any power to begin with. Civilian Council, while Minato and Hiruzen were fighting for the protection of the village against me who was under Genjutsu, they took the opportunity at the hand to take most of the advantage for themselves and made themselves the most superior power in the council. But that is not supposed to be. The civilian council was only there for civilian rights as well as for suggestions regarding civilian matters, not to interpret or interfere any shinobi business whatsoever. The village has gone corrupt, Hashirama. I told you, sooner or later it will, said Madara. I guess you were right, Madara. They have gone corrupt. They have lost their will of fire. There was never the will of fire to begin with. It was just empty words, Madara. Hashirama, I told you to, then you revealed this whole concept to me. Madara soon finds out that these were just empty words that people usually tell each other to boost each other's confidence and their egos. But in reality, they have no value. As after that, both of them looked down. It is our fault, Naruto, said Hashirama, coming near Naruto and bending down and putting a hand on Naruto's shoulder. We will help you. Isn't that right, Madara? I guess I will, since I have nothing better to do. And you better not use these powers for something that is evil. Even though I look like it, even though I look like a monster, I am not an evil person. As both Kushina as well as Minato had a sweat drop at that. But they thought that it was the Madara before the betrayal, so I guess it was fine then. And both of them got on work to train Naruto. And henceforth, many years passed, and Naruto was training properly under their guidance. Each year, he would learn about new technique from their mentors, even from his parents, the Rasengan, which he has completed by adding on the elements of fire that he learned and mastered from Madara, as well as lightning, both of the natures that he did not possess. Air that he possessed was taught by him by his father, who was also mastering it. As for Hashirama, he taught him the wood release, the earth and the water, since it came naturally from them. Naruto was also taught how to use Susanoo, as well as the perfect Susanoo, and the ultimate meteor jutsu. And now all that left was to learn Kyuubi's chakra, and how to master it. It was never to master it, nor to figure out soon. It was always to make a bond with Kyuubi. And when Kurama knew that Naruto realized what the true test was, he was happy to lend his power to him. Meaning Naruto was ready indeed, but he missed out one thing. What he thought was, well, at least up to 13 years or so, time span was different outside. As Kyuubi suddenly realized one thing, what had happened. Kurama, you have been awfully quiet, said Hashirama, realizing that Kyuubi has been hiding some things from them. Yes, I am. The thing is that this cave is special. It was my home. That is why I brought Naruto here. So, time works differently here. You see, I told my father, I told you guys that I am the son of a sage, right? Yes, you were raised by him, said Madara. So, this cave has special seals. Time passed very slowly here from outside, meaning 13 or so years here might be. As their eyes widened, realizing something that might have happened and they did not realize, and even Kyuubi missed out. Naruto was the most one who was shocked. What? As Naruto then finally decided to leave the cave, and as he left, he was flabbergasted. What has happened? There was no shinobi nation. It was nature that consumed all over the barren lands. Not a single person was alive. What happened here? Who did all of this? As Naruto traveled for days in search for some sort of living being but couldn't find anyone. He even went back to his own village, homeland, Konoha, but found nothing. And he found only a one big tree with many pods in the center of all five elemental nations. And the tree had millions of pods on it. And Naruto opened one. It was a skeleton there, as Naruto was scared of this. What? What happened? Oh no, said Kyubi. Kurama, what do you mean? This is the world tree from which the chakra fruit is born. She was freed, but how? I was hidden well. Nobody knew about their location. How? How did this happen? And suddenly, some figures materialized behind them. It was Kaguya Otsutsuki, the Supreme One, as well as Ishiki Otsutsuki, the Supreme One, after absorbing Kishiki and Ishiki, by the way, if you know how. Who are you people? Ah, one of them remains. The last part of the chakra fruit, huh, Kaguya? Yes, dear. It seems as if the last part of the chakra fruit was able to live on. But no worries. We will consume his power and become obsolete. Yes, you are correct, my wife. Now go and take him down and claim your prize. As Kaguya dashed forward, flying towards Naruto at blinding speed, Naruto just suddenly dodged her and punched her in the guts, causing her to cough huge amount of blood. As Ishiki then charged forward, using the special Kekkei and Dojutsu to launch huge cubes upon Naruto, which weighed a lot of tons, as Naruto with a single punch cracked through them. As Naruto then revealed his cape that was made out of golden chakra, the Baryon mode. As Naruto using the Baryon mode destroyed both of them. It was the perfect Baryon mode that Naruto mastered up, without even causing harm to him and Kurama, as Naruto then released his perfect Susanoo on them as well, within Baryon mode. A huge fox covering with Susanoo armor of blue arrived there. It had 4 swords in its 4 hands, as all of them lunged forward towards both of them, 2 for each, but still, both of them were able to survive and combine with each other to form the Otsutsuki God. Naruto and Otsutsuki God fought on that grounds for many days to come, as suddenly an old person appeared, and he had Red Susanoo, as after arriving there, he single-handedly kept the Otsutsuki God on hold. Now, use your ultimate technique and destroy us both. This is the least I can do. As Naruto, not taking any chances, covered his hand with a Rasengan and added all 5 elements to it. Ultimate technique, secret sage arts, ultimate Rasengan, as the Rasengan smashed straight through that Otsutsuki God, obliterating it into million bits and destroying almost half of the planet. As Naruto went forward to see that the body of that old man was decaying, as Naruto grabbed it, as the old man had still some breath left in it. Old man, who are you? You are alive after all these years, Naruto. I'm so glad you are. But it's over. Everything is done. Everything is gone. You came out a little late. Who are you? Please. It doesn't matter, Naruto. My clan, my people, they have hurted you enough. I am sorry for what Konoha has done to you. Who are you? Please tell me. Please, Naruto said after coming out of his shock, but the man said, I am Itachi, Uchiha. With those words, the old man passed away, as Naruto buried him and paid respects. As he watched the half planet and half space, standing at the edge of it, what am I going to do? Everything is gone. I wanted revenge on those people. And now, I just want things to turn back to how they were supposed to be. As a man appeared behind him and put his hand on his shoulder. Everything can be normal, kid. All you have to do is make up for it and go back in time. You will be reborn. The same things will continue over, but you will have your strength and memories. Everyone will. Do you want to? I guess I will. And I will stop this from happening. Uchiha Itachi. I'll remember that name. As after that, with the help of that old man, Naruto began to disappear. As coming out of his sorrow, he realized one thing. He did not know who was his helper. Wait, old man, who are you? Well, son, I'm just a passerby who's helping you to achieve what you want. Now go and save us all from this destruction and devastation. As when Naruto woke up, he was inside his 3-year-old body. What? I'm back. And as Naruto tried to gather his strength, I'm weak. Yes, I did not have the strengths at the time, I guess. No, kid, you have those strengths because you came back with your powers, meaning you can double them out. Really? Yes, but I do not want you to harm your bodies and overpower yourself. I guess we will use it only when the time comes. You can absorb that, Kurama. Are you sure about that? Yes, I am. I know this is important, and it will be the best decision we make. As after that, Kurama absorbed those powers, and Naruto was suddenly kidnapped from his house again. And it was like any other session, the beating, but Naruto this time shocked them by punching the shit out of them, and he was presented in front of the council by the civilians. You demon, how dare you attack a human? From which angle do I look like a demon to you? A grown-up man who sits his ass down here and complains about a kid, a fucking 3-year-old child being a demon. Tell me, and answer me this, Naruto said, as everyone had their jaws dropped, as the man could not answer us. Because you're a demon. How? If I'm a demon, then what are you? Elf? You're also a demon. Piece of shit. As everyone was shocked by this. Show me some respect, boy. How? By telling me how fat you are, you faggot? No. You will be punished for this. I want him hanged. Try and see how that works. That is, if you can touch me. As the old man had enough, as he got off his chair and dashed towards Naruto as fast as he could, which was literally so slow that even, well, a kindergartner could have ran away, as Naruto just waited there. As he picked up Naruto by the collar, Naruto literally just flicked him in the head, sending him flying back to the wall. As Naruto landed down, listen up, everyone. As everyone was shocked and now realized that Naruto held the strength. They were not here because they brought him here and were surrounding him. They were the ones who were the prey, and he was the predator instead. Now listen up, everyone. This is how it's going to go down. I want my heritage, and I want to be cut off from this village completely. How do you know about this? QB. Of course it is the QB who told me. Not the people I trusted the most. As Naruto looked towards Hiruzen, as Hiruzen looked down. Listen, Naruto, you were... Forget it, Gigi. I just came back from a devastating event, and I remember everything, what is going to happen. What do you mean? Not like you care about the past. Why would you care about the future? And what will you get from getting to know the future if it's the end of the world? Like we will believe you. You're just a delusional little kid telling silly stories. Be my guest then. We'll both wait and see who lives on. And promise me, if I came back, I was the one who survived, not you. As Naruto was given his heritage by the clan heads as well as by everyone, because Naruto threatened them by revealing to everyone that who he really was and releasing the QB on them. And when they asked how he would do that, just to, fill out their curiosity, Naruto revealed that he really could release the QB at his will. And they were just shocked and scared. They did not want the QB to come back again, and there was no fourth Hokage to save them. As Naruto turned around after everything having in his hand. And one more thing. If you have treated me with such respect as my father would have wanted, things could have turned out differently. And you all just are here for power. Power for what? To rule over whom? A bunch of civilians? Because shinobis, if they had fed up with you and had enough with you, they can just literally kill you and take away what you give them. As the civilians became scared as they realized the gazes the shinobis were giving them, meaning that shinobis were thinking, which was bad for them, because they always thought that they could manipulate the shinobis, but Naruto just outright told them that they did not need to be manipulated. Shinobis were no fools. They were only listening to them because they were getting paid. And they can just take their pays because they're shinobis and they're just civilians who can do nothing. Nothing. As after that, the civilians became aware and scared of their situation and their power. Even though nobody stripped them from it, they were morally stripped by Naruto. As Naruto began to leave, making his way out of the village, as the people were looking, so you finally given up and leaving, demon? Yeah, I'm happy that I'm leaving this shithole and cesspool. As the villager began to groan, and Naruto then revealed its tail wrapping around the man and throwing him back towards his guard. Never touch me again. I am showing all of you mercy for what you have done to me. We all knew you were a demon. I'll show you a fucking demon then. Is that what you want? As Naruto began to turn into a huge fox, as all of them were now scared. Is this what you want? Naruto yelled out as they were scared now, literally begging for him to show mercy. Pathetic piece of shit. When you know you can't win, all you beg for is mercy in your life. For what? Where were your thoughts? Where were your mind when I asked for it? As Naruto then turned back to normal, and then he felt a kunai coming, then he stopped it with 2 fingers. Leaving so soon, demon? Ah, the bitch. What's up, Shisui? I forgot that you existed. Let me remind you again. As he activated his Sharingan, as Naruto activated his as Shisui was shocked, as Naruto literally uppercutted him, breaking his teeth, as Shisui was thrown back. You, how did you have that eyes? As Naruto's eyes morphed into the Mangekyo, as suddenly armor erupted around him. Susanoo, but how? You're not even an Uchiha. Who says? As Naruto then did something, as he closed his hands and dropped the Susanoo. Let me show you something else, bitch. As dragons appear made out of wood from the ground and wrapped around them. How do you feel on the tying end, Shisui? Shisui was not scared shitless. The Susanoo and the wood style. This demon. No. Was he really a demon that he has been hurting? Was the stories were true? That he's just a kid? No, it cannot be. He still had to get revenge for his parents. No, he was just overthinking too much. No matter what trickery you use, I will forever see you as a one demon. I do not need your validation. I am my person. You are nothing more than a pest anyways, who just like to interfere in other people's life. With those words, Naruto began to part, like a wise sage. Come back here, demon! Face me! As Naruto revealed the fireball jutsu burning off face of Shisui Uchiha and his hair, leaving him burnt. There, happy? As Naruto turned and began to leave. As everyone was shocked and scared, 2 of the legendary weapons were used against them by the prominent clans. And they were not the only ones who witnessed this. The civilian as well as the elders as well as Hiruzen Sarutobi witnessed this. Did you see that, Hiruzen? Our village just lost a powerful shinobi. It seems as if little Naruto really has come back from the future, because last time I checked he did not have the wood release or the Sharingan. Yes, even my doctor who checked him when he had flu said that he was just a normal kid. He might not even have the Uzumaki Genkai. You know, the chakra adamantium chains. It will be quite rare if he awakens them. So him being able to do that, yes, it is special. He has come back from the future, and the one that we might not be able to survive. So you mean what he was telling was the truth? Said one of the civilian. Yes, I believe him somewhat. Can you not? He just revealed to us 3 powers. He can control and manipulate Kyuubi's chakra by forming a huge avatar. 2, he has the Susanoo, which is a legendary dojutsu of the Uchihas. Mind you, ask Fugaku, he's here. Yes, that is correct. Only Madara was able to awaken that Susanoo, and that looks similarly awful like his. As they swallowed a lump that was in their throat, and that wood style, it was like he was using it with proficiency without any effort at all. Said Danzo, because I saw how Hashirama Sensei used it. He's copying their moments. That kid is then a fucking monster now and is going to become in the future a strong shinobi. No, said Inuiji. That right there is the next Kamino shinobi walking outside of our village. Truly a great loss for us. Yes, a big loss. As Naruto was making his way out, Akatsuki. For that I might need to find Jiraiya. Right, Dad? Yes, you have to find him. But where to? Ah. His favorite town was Tanabata town, which is quite far from here, but at the end of the, well, border from Land of Fire. You can locate him down there, and if he's there, ask him. As that is what Naruto did. He traveled all the way after leaving Konoha to Tanabata town, and within one of the inns where he was peeping, Naruto was able to locate Jiraiya. Listen, old man, I gotta talk with you. Kid, beat it, I'm busy. I'm Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze, here to meet you Jiraiya the Sanin. As Jiraiya halted what he was doing, his smile dropped as he looked towards Naruto. That's a big statement, kid. Do you have proof? As Naruto made the Rasengan in his hand, as Jiraiya's eyes went, How? As Naruto, yellow flashed away and appeared behind him without any kunai. This is more than enough. I used my father's two prized jutsus. Fine, I'll listen. As after that we have a cutscene to their room. So you want me to track down the Akatsuki organization? Yes. For the last time, yes. Because you came back from the future and they're going to be the stepping stone in the cause of destruction of this whole world because you were basic training and the time passed way too much. Yes. I see. Well, this is a hard story to buy. How about this? My dad and mother told me about you. I did not even knew that I had a godfather, and I have these two. As Jiraiya picked up the scrolls and was surprised, these are the original scrolls. You have the both jutsus, and you look identical to them, except for that streaks of hairs, obviously. You must be Naruto, really. That is what I'm telling you for the past 4 hours. I see. I'm sorry about that, kid. It's just that in Shinobi world, you gotta, well, be careful who you trust. Remind you that I should be the one who is careful to trust who? Jiraiya. You got me there good, kid. Well, I can help you out with this, but the thing is that to locate them down I might need some time. And for that, while you can become, a sage of the toads, I am already a sage. As for the summon, that was the only thing that I couldn't do at the time because Kurama realized what has been going on. Who's Kurama? You don't need to know about him, Jiraiya. Focus on what I am telling you. If you want the prophecy to be fulfilled, you have to find them for me. Got it. And I will do what you asked. No worries, okay? Yeah, it will be for the better. As Jiraiya left and Naruto went out for his own house, as he purchased a small house in the land of waves, where he soon found out Gaara's goons were starting to come, and Naruto had to fend them off in the night by butchering them down. And whenever the goons arrived, Naruto will butcher them, and their next day the dead bodies will be found. And the villagers were happy. Whoever was doing this was doing them a huge favor, killing off these bad goons and people in general. As Naruto did not want to reveal anyone that he was the one who was doing this, so that is why he did this in the middle of the night. As on the other side, Gaara was getting way too much angry, and he himself came there with all his armada. He was traveling in night when Naruto attacked them, and one by one butchered them all, until he reached Gaara, who was scared shitless now, in the corner. I told you to stay away. Gave you the signs and the warnings by murdering down your goons, but you did not have any value for your life, it seems, Gato. So that is the reason I'm doing this. Pray to the gods you worship. As Naruto shoved down his huge blades into him, that he made out of Kyuubi's chakra, and killed him. As Naruto's blades turned into claws, and that claws turned into his normal hands. Still, I told you that the blade's claws were much better. Yeah, but my claws are very sharp in that form as well, Naruto. You must admit that, said Kyuubi. Yeah, I guess. Naruto, someone is watching us. As Naruto turned towards the bushes where that came from, as his eyes turned red with slits, as Naruto was there in the next second. As he was surprised who it was. Inari? What are you doing here? Naruto Nisan? It was you who was saving us. I knew! I wasn't being a delusional. Wait, what? I saw you when you were saving us the first day. I followed you after that. What? Are you insane? This is dangerous, Inari. Naruto, calm down. It could have been dangerous. You could have gotten yourself hurt or killed. I don't care, Nissan. I know you would protected me. Inari said, laughing. Fine, let's just go home. As after that, we saw that Tizumi and her husband was looking for both Naruto and Inari. Naruto, Inari, where have you two been off to? You see, Inari and his family has been looking out for Naruto since an 8-year-old kid has arrived there. And he has been living and fending off for himself there. You see, after Naruto left at the age of 3, he, with the help of his, powers as well as the Kyuubi's ability was, increase his age up to 8 so that the people wouldn't mind him, traveling around. Because that was the normal age for the orphans to just wander around here and there and become pickpocketers. But Naruto, he has some, money and he did not need any begging. He would do odd jobs in the village while he stayed there until Jiraiya was searching out there. And that is where we go towards Jiraiya, who was inside Konoha, and everything was revealed to them. Fuck, Sensei. I told you to grow a backbone, old man, and look what happens. Naruto not only has his mother's Kakegenke, but the Kakegenke of the first Hokage as well as Madara Uchiha. Because Fugaku confirmed that, as you say, that was indeed the son of Madara Uchiha. And now, he's out there, all by himself, going after some organization known as the Akatsuki. I have searched into them, and they really do exist. Akatsuki, huh? What is their agenda? They're just a mercenary group, Sensei. I do not know why Naruto is so much fixated on them. Search them out more, Jiraiya. If Naruto is saying what he is, then they will be the beginning of the destruction of the elemental nations, which we cannot allow to happen. Gee, Sensei, I did not know that you took Naruto's words so carefully to mind, but for your happiness, I will do what I can and look into it much more seriously now. So what have you been doing for the past, month or so since your meeting with him? And do you know where he has went? I do not know where the kid went. He just said that he will meet me at the same hotel room in Tanabata town 1 month from now on as well. What do you mean? 2 months' time was given to me and 1 month has passed. I have already found out who the members are. Who are they? Zetsu, a being half plant, half human, half black, half white, as well as with green hair and yellow eyes. Alright, a hybrid. Okay. Toby, a masked person who is quite psychotic and acts like a child. To be honest, I think it's Rogue Uchiha, and he might be the same Uchiha who attacked us. I see. Anyone else? Yeah. There's a Rinnegan leader, and I think I know who he is. It is Nagato Uzumaki, the kid that I trained after Hanzo. I see. So Conan will be obviously there, and as well as the Yahiko kid. Right? Yes, both of them are with him. They have been spotted. And as for the other ones, they're Kakazu, Hidan, Sasori, Deidara, and Kisame Hoshigaki. So total in 10. Yes, 10 of the members. I still cannot believe that these 10 individuals, although they are strong from what I have information from the bingo books, will be the cause of destruction. Naruto did not specify anything to you. Jiraiya asked. No. What about you, Jiraiya? Nothing. He just told me to look into it and he will take care of them on his own. I mean, he's just 8. Can he? No, Jiraiya, he's not 8. He's 3. What are you talking about? What I meant was an 8-year-old kid, Sensei. I know a 3-year-old child when I see one. Maybe it's one of his ability to grow, his age. You might be right. Yes, you're right. Naruto was born 3 years ago. How the fuck did that happen? That is not the important case here, said Danzo, as he arrived inside. You were eardopsing on me, Danzo? Yes, I was, Hiruzen. Now, that is not important. The important thing here is that You must bring that kid back. And not only that, we must do whatever it takes to stop this organization. Because I sent out my route. You're still operating them? Not important again, Hiruzen. And they have found out something interesting. They are in shady business as well. And they are asking around about Jinchurikis and have been quite interested in them. From what I have been able to gather. Shit. Jinchurikis. Why? I must ask some questions. You don't have to. I did my homework, actually. You see, long ago there was a Ten-Tails. Its husk remains unknown where it is, but a Rinnegan user... Oh, fuck. They want to revive the Ten-Tails, said Jiraiya, putting two and two together. Nagato, the Rinnegan wielder, inside the Katsuki, and the strongest shinobi corps being formed. For what reason? To gather Jinchurikis, and them spying upon them. As Danzo mentioned these two things. And they are being the group of mercenary, earning the trust of the people, just to spy on them. Now I see how things are. They really are what Naruto said. I have to go inform him. Do you know where they are? Amegakure is their location from what I tracked down, but we cannot get inside the village. I should be going there, Sensei. No, you're not, Jiraiya. You're going towards Naruto, and take Tsunade with you along the way. What, Pachi? Do what I say. It is for the best. As Jiraiya took a pit stop at a nearby town to grab Tsunade, from his spy network he was able to gather that much information on her. As after that, both of them, after an arguing and, well, agreeing, went towards Naruto, as Naruto was already meeting at Tanabata town, same room where they met. So you arrived, Jiraiya. Yes, I have, Naruto. And what you said is true. Ten-Tails and all that stuff is real. I told you. Now, tell me why Tsunade is here. You know about me. Obviously, because your grandfather trained me. What? I have no reason to lie to anyone. I rather am open about this. The world is either going to die out if I don't do anything about this. And let's just say, I'm here to stop this one. And for good. You talk delusional, kid. He's not delusional, Tsunade. You believe him? I can't believe this, Jiraiya, for real. No, seriously, you believe him. So Tsunade, getting serious. I'm not joking around, Tsunade. This is real. Naruto is really from the future, where everyone is dead. By the Moon Eye plan, as he calls it. Kurama the QB has revealed everything to him. And the Toads have agreed. I have talked to them as well. Oh, so this is where you have been. Yes, gathering intel. So now both of you know that I am telling the truth. Have you gathered the intel? Where is their location? Amegakure. Or do you think it is wise to go alone there? I do not need someone's protection, Jiraiya. I never have, never will. The only time I needed that was when I was vulnerable and at my lowest. And that wasn't from you. That was from the same being that you called a demon. Quite ironic, right? The most compassion that I have ever seen was given to me by a demon. Not a human. Not a single fucking human. So, I'll tell you this, Jiraiya. I am going there alone, and I do not trust you or her or anyone else. I will still say those innocents, because they did nothing wrong, and I will kill those people with my own bare hands, even if it's the last thing I do. As Naruto left, as Jiraiya saw it, I did not mean that, you idiot. I know what you meant, Jiraiya. He's a kid. He doesn't understand that, but he will. When the time is right, he will. I just wish he, well, he will give you a chance. You just need to, well, be more open, Jiraiya. I tried, and he's right, we failed him. We failed him, and he's just doing us a favor. No, not even us, to those who are innocent and will have a living chance. As Naruto was walking angrily towards Amegakure, Naruto, what? Calm down, I can sense your anger reeking off of you. Why shouldn't I be angry, Kurama? After everything that has happened, they have the gall to ask me to calm down. I do not need to listen to anyone's words. I am Okay, and I can take care of myself. Why does everyone think that I cannot take care of myself? Because at the time you were vulnerable, Naruto. And they still see you as a vulnerable kid. I'm not vulnerable, Naruto said as he punched a tree, stopping and turning it into splinters. Fuck, Naruto said. See, I told you. You still are, Naruto. I'm not, Kurama. Yes, you are. You're not the man who came back here, Naruto. You got to admit, being in a younger body has this effect on you. You're still easy to get angry at, like when you were in the middle of training. Even though you have this power, this knowledge, you yourself recognize that you get angry way too much quickly. I know. It's just... damn it. Are we going to do this or not? We are, Naruto. But I need to know that if you are ready or not. I'm ready, Naruto said as he entered the perfect senjutsu mode, as his eyes had marking and all, but they were red. As Naruto's Sharingan blazed from within, as now he was dashing at blinding speeds toward the Megakure. As within Hamegakure, the whole Akatsuki had gathered there after the intel to discuss with one another. As one of them said, "Do you sense that? Such a power coming towards us at blinding speed. It's a shinobi, watch out!" As suddenly a being came here, as he was glaring at them with red eyes. "You all will pay for this." As Naruto then activated his Sano and blazed out his swords on them. Those who were caught in the crossfire did not have the time to recover and were immediately killed off, such as Kisame and Kakuzu. Hidan was injured badly. Sasori, his puppets were destroyed. His soul was still trapped in the container, but it was rendered useless. While the others were awakening and were readying their battle, they did on his battle play as well as the others there as well. And let's just say Naruto was not having any of it. He used fire devastation jutsu as well as phoenix flower jutsu as well as other jutsus to subdue them. When that didn't work, he used the unlimited Rasengan on them, destroying them all. Even the phasing through Uchiha was devastated when Naruto opened his Rasengan and made it stay long enough there after killing off his friends. Let's see how long you keep that up. And he himself was doing the same. I have a chakra of a monster. What do you have? And Nobito sooner or later ran out of chakra, and our Rasengan inside his stomach was never a good idea, as his half of the body was ripped open, and he was dead. He cannot use his other jutsu because of his one eye, like the morphing around one, while phasing out. As Naruto had officially killed Akatsuki, as he looked up at the moon that was shining brightly on him. I know where you are, Kaguya Otsutsuki, and it will be wise of you to stay there. And if you or your husband comes down here, there'll be hell to pay for both of you. As after that, the moonshine was gone, because they knew that Naruto was not threatening them. He was promising them to make them painful. As after that, Naruto disappeared from the face of the planet, after causing havoc and destruction there. None of the elemental nations was able to pick up his trace or anything. The real truth is that he ascended from that realm and left it altogether, going to a secluded place to remain there, because all that power that was within him, it has turned him into an immortal. He did not wish to remain there no more. He will let the humans deal with their own problems from now on, while he rests here and only focus on meditating in solitude. His heaven. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow will be a face review video, as well as a video about a gameplay. So let me tell you the games that I have picked, actually, because these are the only games that I can play at the time. These are Taken 7, Mortal Kombat 11, as well as Cyberpunk, Elden Rings, and Need for Speed Unbound, GT5 actually, Heat, and Payback as well, and Gotham Knights, obviously. So yeah, make sure to let me know in the comment section which game I should play. I also have Red Dead Redemption 2, I can check that out as well if you want me to. So yeah, this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for today. Peace!